Hello everyone and welcome to the 15th annual High School OT Jamboree presented by the United States Army, 2 Men in a Truck, and Alpaca Peruvian Charcoal Chicken. This year our field is bigger than ever. We've got 5 games for you, starting with the one that you're looking at right now. Out of Johnston County, the Corinth Holders Pirates are taking on the Southern Durham Spartans. These teams are itching to get going on the season. They have another week of preseason left, and the regular season starts in 2 weeks. No kicking situations here at the High School OT Jamboree, so we'll begin with the Corinth Holders offense, starting at their own 20-yard line. The Pirates coming off a 6-5 season. With realignment, they are now 8A, members of the Cap 8 Conference. Southern on the other side, 7A. Coming off a big season last year where they were part of 3A. Mishandled snap there, and jumping on it will be Corinth Holders running back. There'll be a loss of yardage there. It's time of year to work out all the kinks. Be a 1st and long now for the Pirates. A few guys to watch for Southern Durham. You've got two-way player Jonathan Dillon. He's number 2, lined up at safety in the secondary. Has a couple Power 4 offers. For Corinth Holders, David Jarman, the quarterback. He hands off here and stood up for no gain. As Blake Becker with the carry. 3rd and about 20 here. Running clock here at the Jamboree, 2 halves. Jarman's going long, and here comes a flag as he gets tripped up with the defender. That will move the ball 15 yards. It is not an automatic 1st down in high school, however, so it'll be 3rd and short coming up for the Pirates. That time, Jarman was looking for Jackson Poole, who had one-on-one coverage. So the referees will march this off, I'm sure. Oh, it is my mistake. That pass interference is on the offense. They'll accept the penalty, or is actually we'll see if it changes here from 3rd to 4th. Perhaps the referee pointed the wrong way. We'll get things sorted out here shortly. It is 4th down for Corinth Holders. They've got 4 wide, backed up near their own end zone. Pistol formation. This is Tanner Day throwing it in the flats, making one man miss, and he is down at the 14. So short yardage pickup there, and Southern will take over at the 19. Should be our first chance to see Tyson Broadway, quarterback for Southern. Threw for more than 3,000 yards last year. So the fourth down marker was a little premature earlier. Now it is fourth down. Now Corinth Holders will be punting. Just under 20 minutes left here. We have 24-minute halves. So Spartans will get the ball for the first time this afternoon here in just a minute. There's no rush on the punts. Here we do have punts, but no live ball kicking situations. So Southern will take over at the 42. Pretty good field position here for the Spartans. A reminder that one of our sponsors is Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, which is great at the office for lunches, team lunches, tailgating, and football games. Place your next catering order with Alpaca so you and your friends can enjoy the best rotisserie chicken from one of their 18 locations, located across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, sponsoring us here at the High School T Jamboree. And this is Broadway in shotgun here for Southern. Trips to his right. Throws it in flat. Caught. Shedding one tackler. Around to the outside. That is Lance Henderson, another one of these Spartan skill players with Power 4 offers. Also plays a little bit on defense as well. Southern Durham a year ago, 10-3. Was one of those teams upset in the 3A playoffs as J.H. Rose made a bit of a Cinderella run. And there is an offsides here on Corinth Holders. So Southern will march this ball 5 yards forward. They're just outside the red zone now. Handoff around the left side. Makes one guy miss, picks up a nice block inside the 10, down around the 5-yard line now. That is Kamari Holloway. It'll be a 1st and goal here for Southern. Four wide for Southern. Broadway across the middle. Getting a hand on it, but unable to bring that in. That was John Dillon. Now 2 backs in the backfield for 2nd and goal. It is complete from Broadway to back to John Dillon. Touchdown, Southern. 16:07 on the clock here in the first half of the first game of the High School OT Jamboree. We will be kicking extra points. Field goals, no rush on these. This is Maximo Darden lining up for the extra point. Can't handle the snap, and that will end that try. So 6-0 is the score. Corinth Holders will be taking over at its own 20 when we resume. The High School T Jamboree, another one of our sponsors, is 2 Men and a Truck. If you need solutions for moving, storage, or junk removal, locally owned and operated company 2 Men and a Truck has you covered. All of 2 Men and a Truck's movers and haulers are background checked, uniformed, and insured. Visit 2menandatruck.com to get your move started today. Corinth Holders in that new Cap 8 conference. They're the only one in Johnston County in that league. You've got Broughton, Enlow, Rollsville, Millbrook, Wakefield. It's a Wake County-based conference, some of the largest schools in the state in 8A. And Corinth Holders is one of those 32 largest. They have trips to the right here. It's Tanner Day. It's once again at quarterback. He hands off. This is Jameer Evans. He is wrapped up shortly after getting across the line of scrimmage. Looks like number 66, Carlos Humphrey, one of the first ones there that time. Play action this time. Day throwing it out wide, caught and stuck immediately. On the hit there is Lance Henderson, hauling it in. Carson Freeman for the Pirates. This will be 3rd and 9 now for Corinth Holders. Day again looking under pressure, incomplete. Bringing it that time off the edge was Kai Johnson for Southern, forcing Day to throw it before he was ready to. So now the Pirates will bring out the punt unit once again. Punting this away is Joel Russell. And it's going out of bounds and around the 33-yard line. So more great field position for Southern. You've got 14-18 on the clock as it continues to roll, and there is a penalty flag down. Another one of our sponsors today is the U.S. Army. With more than 20 different career fields to choose from, U.S. Army officers receive financial aid for a debt-free education at one of the largest and most advanced organizations of learning in the world. Be all you can be. Visit GoArmy.com for more information today. Flag was declined, so Southern will take over here. Pretty efficient on the last drive. Quarterback Tyson Broadway finding John Dillon from 3 yards out. Broadway, throw it across the middle, got a man open, completes to Lance Henderson. First down, Southern. They are right at the 11-yard line, so a 1st and 10. Not quite close enough there for 1st and goal. Henderson and Broadway connected quite a few times last year. Henderson with 685 yards receiving and 5 touchdowns. Again, him and Dillon playing a lot both ways. Trips to the left this time for Broadway. He's going to take off and run it himself. Trying to get around the edge. One man brings him down inside the 5. It's a new conference for Southern this year as well, but a lot of traditional rivals, all from the Chapel Hill, Durham area. With Hillside, Chapel Hill, East Chapel Hill, Northern Durham, and Riverside. We're moving the ball back to the 9-yard line, so a 2nd and 8 coming up. Just under 11 minutes and 30 seconds here in the first half of the first game of the High School OT Jamboree. False start on the offense. So a few penalties move Southern from inside the 5 now to the 14-yard line. And a handoff to Holloway. Picks up a few more yards.
Number 0, Holloway on the carry. There is a flag on the play.
Another flag down. A lot of fine tuning going on for both sides. First days of practice were just last week. Another pre-snap penalty. I believe that one was someone not lined up correctly.
Take off foul, illegal procedure on the offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Trips again to the left for Broadway. As he taps Holloway on the shoulder, gets him to his right side. He's looking out to his left and caught for the touchdown. That is Caden Van. 14 yards. And the Spartans now lead 12-0. Just under 9 minutes left here in the first half. Van's first catch of the day. Last year he had 24 of those for 666 yards and 3 scores. Southern's offense very dangerous with all these skill players coming back from a year ago. Darden's extra point try is up and good. It's 13-0 here at the High School OT Jamboree with the Spartans leading. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
Are you craving chicken? Download the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app to gain access to exclusive offers and earn rewards by eating the food that you love. New members who sign up will receive a free entree. Again, that's the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. You can visit them online at alpacachicken.com and catch the Alpaca Chicken Game of the Week each Friday night on highschoolot.com.
It's more than a move. It's a new job for her, a new baseball team for him. And for Badger, it's a new yard with more room to roam. It's more than a move, and we're more than a truck.
I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough. trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I am an American soldier.
Welcome back to the High School T Jamboree, sponsored by Alpaca Chicken, 2 Men in a Truck, and the U.S. Army. I am J. Mike Blake in our first of 5 games here today. It's happening right now with Southern Durham and Corinth Holders. Stay with us the rest of the evening. We've got a great lineup. Up next at 6 is Terry Sanford and Harnett Central. 7, we have 2 top 10 teams in the state, Cardinal Gibbons and Rollsville. At 8, the host school, Wake Forest, taking on Middle Creek. And then to finish things out, starting at 9 p.m., you've got Southeast Raleigh and Millbrook, 2 teams very bullish on their chances this year. Corinth Holders, this is their 3rd drive of the afternoon. As another flag comes in after this one, that give was to Jariah White. He got about a yard starting this drive. There's a 5-yard penalty on Southern. So this personal foul will result in a first down. If you're just joining us, Corinth Holders, their 3rd drive. The first 2 have not gone very far, and the short field has worked to Southern's advantage. Now the Pirates have the ball at the 40. Corinth Holders 6-5 a year ago. Southern Durham 10-3. This flag coming from the back judge here. I believe that's a illegal participation. Too many men on the field. Someone didn't get off quite in time. So more free yardage here for Corinth Holders. That's 20 of those in the last 3 snaps. And we have a timeout. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the High School T Jamboree right after this.
It's your time to move things forward. U.S. Army Reserve.
It's more than a move. It's a new job for her. A new baseball team for him. And for Badger, it's a new yard with more room to roam. It's more than a move, and we're more than a truck.
Alpaca Peruvian Chicken is great at office lunches, team lunches, tailgating, and football games. Place your next catering order at Alpaca so you and your friends can enjoy the best rotisserie chicken in the area. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, home of North Carolina's favorite chicken and a proud supporter of high school OT and football teams across the state.
Welcome back to the High School T Jamboree. Corinth Holders taking on Southern Durham here. After a flurry of flags here for Southern, they took a little timeout to kind of get everybody on the same page, organized. As Corinth Holders has gotten all their yardage on this drive from Southern penalties. Throw over the middle, an interception dropped there. Alex Pinnell almost had it in his grasp. The rush there from Southern right in the quarterback's face as well. They've gotten good pressure off the edge today. Second and 5 here for Corinth Holders. Handoff. This is Jariah White. He's got a first down and across midfield for the Pirates. But you may have seen this before. There's a flag out there. This time it's on the offense, be a holding penalty. So not so fast, and back the Pirates will go.
The penalty is holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty.
I am J. Mike Blake. We are now at about 6 minutes left here in this first half of our first game. We have 4 more after this. Running clock, 2 24-minute halves. A few different rules with the scrimmages. Can't hit the quarterback. No rushing the punter, no live returns. And now Corinth Holders, work cut out for him here on 2nd and 15, but Southern's going to give them 5 yards right back. It's a tug of war with the line of scrimmage here, where we'll take the next snap. 5 yards here, 5 yards there. 2nd and 10 now. This is Tanner Day, the quarterback for Corinth Holders. He's thinking about taking off running, going to his left. He's going to pick up some extra yards here. Picks up a good block. Flags are flying everywhere, however. It looks like he had enough for the first down across midfield. The flag was thrown really close to where that important block was. We'll see if that's going to take this back for targeting. He also took a big hit as he went out of bounds, so there's a chance that these could offset. Day having to run to his left there as, again, the pressure coming from his right there by Kai Johnson, number 7 for Southern. Four and a half minutes left now here in the first half. Corinth Holders trying to extend this drive and get on the board here before we reach halftime. The rest of our slate today at 6 p.m. Terry Sanford and Harnett Central. 7 p.m. Cardinal Gibbons and Rollsville. 8 p.m. Wake Forest and Middle Creek. And at 9 o'clock Southeast Raleigh and Millbrook. So we've got high school football all throughout the evening for you here. And high school OT. We do have targeting on the offense. And a personal foul on the defense, so they will offset. And the ball gets marked a few yards forward from the spot of that infraction, so 2nd and 6 here for Corinth Holders. Southern showing blitz off the edge. Day pump fakes, then throws. Got a man open, complete across the middle. Hauling that one in is Josiah McGiver. So Day pump fakes, gets the safety Lance Henderson in the air, and then throws a strike to McGiver and a first down for Corinth Holders. That's the first one they've gotten so far this first half. It has not been the result of a penalty. 3 minutes left now. No huddle from the Pirates. A handoff here, up the middle and picking up some yardage and getting close to a first down is Chauncey Jones. Be a 2nd and 1 coming up. Ball at the 35-yard line. Pistol formation with trips to the right. Handoff again to Jones, left side. Stop for maybe a loss of 1. Jaquez Johnson, number 30. One of the first ones there. Also, Kai Johnson, number 7. 3rd and 2 now. 2 minutes, 10 seconds showing on the clock. And blowing this play up early, Jones, now they're going to bring this back. Cannot tackle the quarterback. You can kind of two-hand tag him down. And that's what happened there. Great pressure from Southern Durham to blow that play up before it began. And it'll be 4th down for Corinth Holders just as they started to move the ball a little bit. And a timeout will be used here from Corinth Holders. 1:33 left on the clock. trailing Southern Durham's 13-0. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back after this.
Are you craving chicken? Download the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app to gain access to exclusive offers and earn rewards by eating the food that you love. New members who sign up will receive a free entree. Again, that's the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. You can visit them online at alpacachicken.com and catch the Alpaca Chicken Game of the Week each Friday night on highschoolot.com.
It's more than a move. It's a new job for her. A new baseball team for him. And for Badger, it's a new yard with more room to roam. It's more than a move, and we're more than a truck.
I am American soldier.
I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough. Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I am American soldier.
Welcome back to Trentini Stadium here in lovely Wake Forest, North Carolina. There's a minute 33 left on the clock in the first half of the first game of the High School OT Jamboree. Corinth Holders trying to get on the board. This throw over the middle is incomplete. Flags come in as there was some incidental contact made in the secondary there. That will result in a first down. Just a minute 26 left on the clock. It is a fantastic evening for football. Get these kind of weather conditions the first weekend in August. We have 4 more games after this. You can buy your tickets right now. One ticket gets you into all of the games for $10 on gofan.com. So David Jarman in shotgun here. 1st and 10 for Corinth Holders. Jarman to his right, complete. Caught by McGiver inside the 5, and he's brought down. 1st and goal coming up for Corinth Holders. Right at the 3-yard line. A long drive. No kickoffs here at the High School T Jamboree, so every drive starts at your 20. We are right at 1 minute remaining in the first half. Interesting formation here from the Pirates. Jarman handing it off and waiting for the signal. He's in. Touchdown, Corinth Holders, Blake Beckwith. .46 seconds left here in the first half, and the Pirates are on the board. Corinth Holders will come out for the extra point try, so there will be no rush on this extra point try, and if there's a mishandled snap, it's just dead as it is. Unless you go for 2, which is exactly what Corinth Holders will be doing here. The Pirates handing it off to the big fella. He's not going to make it, though. Being brought down, William Brame, the fullback, number 90, getting the carry there. And so the score will remain 13-6, Southern Durham in front. This is the 15th year of the High School OT Jamboree. Here at Trentini Stadium, the former home of Wake Forest University, back when the university was located in the northern part of Wake County. Now the home of Wake Forest High School. I would find it hard to imagine in the previous 14 iterations of the Jamboree we've had better weather than we have so far. Not that shirt sticking to you humidity that we're so used to having. So Southern, we'll see what they do here with less than a minute left. There is a running clock, so no first downs will stop it. Tyson Broadway is your quarterback. He's thrown 2 touchdowns so far. 5 wide for the Spartans. There's a flag as that ball gets snapped and it's incomplete. Here in the early goings, we've seen a few of those flags for formations, receivers not making sure they have enough people on the line of scrimmage. And that seems to be what this one is, which will take the Spartans back 5 more yards. The clock will start as soon as we snap this ball here. We are under 40 seconds now. Broadway having to escape the pocket. And he's throwing deep across the middle, and he's got his man. Here he goes to the 20, the 10, the 5, and a touchdown for Southern Durham. Tyler McLean hauling in a desperation pass as Broadway was under pressure. All 80 of those yards. Only needed 1 play from scrimmage to do it. And for the 3rd time this half, Southern scores a passing touchdown thanks to the arm of Tyson Broadway, and that time also thanks to the feet of Tyson Broadway, avoiding the pressure. Southern will line up here going for 2. 22.7 seconds left in the first half. Corinth Holders just, when they tried for 2, they had a number 90 in the backfield. We had a number 66 there. He comes off. And this handoff is to Holloway, and he is in there. There is a flag down. So we'll wait to award the points. This is our first of 5 games, so we'll be here all night, all into the evening. Some of the best football teams in the Triangle and a little bit beyond. Next up, we've got Terry Sanford out of Fayetteville taking on Harness Central. Those two were in the same conference last year. After that, 2 more familiar foes with Rollsville and Cardinal Gibbons. That was a state semifinal last year. Gibbons only losing twice a year ago, and both of them were to Rollsville. It's a nice little rivalry those two have developed. Wake Forest and Middle Creek are coming up at 8 o'clock. Both really improved from a year ago. Both were playoff teams a year ago. And then our nightcap, 9 o'clock, Southeast Raleigh and Millbrook. We're kind of the north side of Raleigh, meaning the southeast side of Raleigh. So the ball has been moved back 5 yards. Southern still going for 2 here. 22.7 seconds left in the first half. Southern was up 13-0. Corinth Holders on his 3rd drive went the full 80 yards. Took a long time to do it. A lot of penalties on the way, but they got points on the board. And then Southern, 1 play from scrimmage, an 80-yard touchdown pass to make it 19-6. And after another flag, we should hopefully get this point after try, and it looks like now they're going to go with the extra point try instead of going for 2 as it continues to move backwards. Maximo Darden. And this will be the equivalent of about a 32-yard field goal. But he is positioned right in the middle of the field. No rush on this. Darden's kick is right down the middle. So Southern extends the lead to 20-6. We thank you for tuning in tonight to the High School OT Jamboree. We hope you can join us in person next Friday at Southeast Raleigh's Bulldog Bash, powered by High School OT. The action next week kicks off at 6 p.m., featuring Knightdale versus Cary, Sanderson versus Wilson Prep, Garner versus Wake Forest, and Jordan versus Southeast Raleigh. For more details, visit highschoolot.com. Of course, you can still buy tickets and come on down to this one. And it is officially halftime here. Our game one of the High School OT Jamboree, presented by Alpaca Chicken, 2 Men in a Truck, and the U.S. Army, with Southern out in front, 20-6.
Southern Durham at 20, Corinth Holders at 6. Upcoming some of our games at the 6 o'clock hour, we have Terry Sanford versus Harvard Central. 7 o'clock, Cardinal Evans versus Rosewood. 8 o'clock, Wake Forest versus Green Creek. And at 9 o'clock, Southeast Raleigh versus Wilton. So our sponsors for tonight's event: 2 Men in a Truck, fans, 2 Men in a Truck offers clothing, storage, Jamboree. They are locally owned and operated. All 2 Men in a Truck deliveries and haulers are background checked, uniform, and insured. Visit 2menintruck.com to get your move started. We also have Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. Download the app, friends. Are you craving chicken? Pull out your phone and download the Alpaca app and earn rewards and gain access to exclusive offers. New members who sign up will receive a free entree. Again, that's the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app. They also do catering. Alpaca Peruvian Chicken is great at lunch and office lunches, team lunches, tailgating, and football games. Place your next catering order with Alpaca so you and your peers can enjoy the best rotisserie chicken in the triangle. We also have our third sponsor, the U.S. Army. In the U.S. Army, there are a whole lot of opportunities. Get training and so 150 career clearance, which will help you advance you in your career in the Army as well as in your civilian life. Be all you can be. Visit yourarmy.com or see your local recruiter and just outside the stadium at the main gate. And first, all 4 of our sponsors are located just outside the main gate of the stadium on the home side. Also, fans, please make sure that if you are not getting snacks or using the restroom, please keep bird concourses on the home and visitor side clear for emergency vehicles. Again, make sure that we keep bird concourses clear for all emergency vehicles.
Are you craving chicken? Download the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app to gain access to exclusive offers and earn rewards by eating the food that you love. New members who sign up will receive a free entree. Again, that's the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. You can visit them online at alpacachicken.com and catch the Alpaca Chicken Game of the Week each Friday night on highschoolot.com.
It's more than a move. It's a new job for her. A new baseball team for him. And for Badger, it's a new yard with more room to roam. It's more than a move, and we're more than a truck.
I am American soldier.
I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough. Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I am American soldier.
And welcome back to the High School OT Jamboree, the second half of our first game, just about getting ready to start. Southern Durham scored on all 3 of its drives here in the first half. They lead Corinth Holders 20-6. The Pirates did get on the board with less than a minute left. Only it gave Southern a little bit too much time, and Southern padded their lead a little bit more. 3 touchdown passes from Tyson Broadway, the returning quarterback, only a junior for Southern Durham. For Corinth Holders, they were able to get on the board with a rushing touchdown by Blake Beckwith. This is our first of 4 games here today, so I, J. Mike Blake, will be with you throughout the night. Up next, Terry Sanford taking on Harness Central. Those two were in the same conference last year. Rolesville and Cardinal Gibbons are coming up at 7 p.m. At 8 o'clock, we've got Wake Forest and Middle Creek. And then at 9 o'clock, Millbrook and Southeast Raleigh. Southeast Raleigh, if you didn't think they were a breakout team last year, they're definitely going to break out this year. Looking like a contender in 7A, as we get used to also a new 8 classification world. In front of you right now will be an 8A team, Corinth Holders, taking on a 7A team, Southern Durham. This is the 15th annual High School OT Jamboree, brought to you by the United States Army, 2 men in a truck, and Alpaca Peruvian Charcoal Chicken. A few things about the Jamboree for this game and all the rest we have here tonight. There's no sacking the quarterback. The play's dead as soon as the contact is made. Also, there are some kicking situations, but no returns. No rushing the kicker, no rushing the punter, and no returns. And as soon as someone scores, the ball gets placed at the 20-yard line for the other team for its next drive. The second half, just like the first, will be 24 minutes of a running clock. And the stands are filling up nicely here at Trentini Stadium, here in lovely Wake Forest, North Carolina. Only 81 degrees. You cannot beat that on August 9th. And the humidity is just right. You can buy your ticket if you are in the area. You're like, hey, I might want to roll out and check out one of those games. You can do that. Buying it for $10 on GoFan.com. If you have the GoFan app on your phone, you can purchase your ticket and come on out. Southern will be starting off this drive. Starting off the second half after kind of finishing the first half. So they scored right before the end of the first half, and we'll get the ball right back here. See how long both teams decide to keep in some of their starters. You can keep them in a little bit longer this week because we're still 2 weeks away from the start of the regular season. Sometimes when the scrimmages are closer to the regular season, coaches are a little bit more hesitant to lead their first-string guys out there. This is a handoff to Kamari Holloway. He's got some room around the right side, got a first down yardage and then some. Cuts back. They're going to say, we'll see, it gets to about the 49. We do hear a few more whistles. We had a lot of flags in the first half. We're going to start off with a flag here in the second half. All the way back at the 23-yard line. It's in the direction of holding. We'll see if it is. And it will indeed move back Southern a little bit more, but it wipes out a promising run there from Kamari Holloway. Southern Durham last year 10-3. They were upset in the third round of the playoffs by J.H. Rose. J.H. Rose, which not only entered the playoffs with a losing record, ended the season with a losing record. They knocked out 3 playoff teams and still went 5-9 last year. So Southern was caught up in that Cinderella run. They're hoping to do better and make good on last year's heartbreak this year. Tyson Broadway, who threw for more than 3,000 yards last year, is the quarterback. And he's looking to his right, and he's thinking about running. He's brought down. Making contact with him in the backfield is Tucker Green. So in the first half, he's able to evade some of the rushers or evade the referee being able to see that he was touched by one of those rushers. This time, not as fortunate, so it'll be 2nd and 12 here. for the Spartans. Southern Durham, which is located on the east side of Durham. They did not change the school name when the school moved locations back in the 1970s. We have a flag here as Holloway takes this carry over the right-hand side. He could have a first down, but the flag will say otherwise here. Regular season 2 weeks away for these teams, still trying to work out some of the kinks. In this case, it looks like not enough men on the line of scrimmage. Corinth Holders, last year 6-5. They had a first round playoff exit, losing to then conference rival Clayton. Now just a county rival with Clayton, as they have joined a different conference with all Wake County schools. If you need the conferences or trying to figure out who's in what class, all of that is on highschoolot.com. Now, who is where? It's going to take a while for me to get used to it as well. Trips to the left here for Broadway. Throws a quick screen, complete to Caden Van. Still making some moves, going across almost to the 40. One thing's for sure, if Southern Durham can get a few plays and everything is procedurally clean, they have the playmakers that can move the ball downfield in a hurry. Ball is spotted at the 41. It'll be 1st and 10 here. Clock is right about at 20 minutes remaining here in the second half of our first game. Corinth Holders safety is playing really deep, trying to keep everything in front of them. It's dumped off. This is John Dillon. Makes one guy miss, and he steps out at about the 40. So Dillon, who had a touchdown reception in the first half, moves the chains again for the Spartans. Ball now at the 44 as they move into Pirate territory. To the bottom of your screen, that's Tyler McLean and Caden Van for Southern. But they'll throw it to Lance Henderson. Makes one guy miss, trying to spin out of a second one. And he is stopped there on the tackle, Tanner Day for the Pirates. Pickup of only one. Thank you all for watching the High School T Jamboree presented by Alpaca Chicken, 2 Men in a Truck, and the U.S. Army. The 15th rendition of the Jamboree. And this is a handoff to Kamari Holloway. Round the right side again. Another first down for Holloway. Tries to stay in bounds. And the good news for Holloway, no flags on that one. The play will stand. 28-yard line. So that's the 4th first down picked up here on this drive by Southern. All 3 of their first half drives resulted in touchdowns. Play action, under pressure, and Broadway is going to be brought down. Getting credited with that one will be William Brame, number 90 for Corinth Holders. Be a 2nd and 13 coming up as Broadway loses 3. Got to give credit to the Pirates' defensive line. They've stepped it up here, not only this half, but also in that last drive of the first half, and flushing Broadway from the pocket or just bringing him down. Trips are kind of bunched here to the left of Broadway. And a false start will push it back another 5 yards.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
One of our sponsors today is Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, and it is great at office lunches, team lunches, tailgating, and football games. Place your next catering order with Alpaca so you and your friends can enjoy the best rotisserie chicken from one of their 18 locations located in the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. That's Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. Holloway carries it, cuts back, got a wide hole there, and more running room. He's brought down inside the 20. There is a flag a little bit further back than that at the 25. It was on the other side of the field away from the play, so we'll see what this one is. It's just a sideline warning, so that play will stand. It appears to be just a sideline warning on Corinth Holders. No penalty assessed or yardage assessed for just the warning. The second time around is different. So this will be, as the run will stand, it will be a 1st and 10 at the 14 for Southern. It looks just as explosive as last year. Where they break the huddle here, and it looks like someone needs to be subbed off. Just under 15 minutes here in the second half of our first game out of 5 at the high school T Jamboree. Broadway now under center. Hands off. This is Al Jom Cephas getting dropped for a loss of 1. Another one of our sponsors today is 2 Men in a Truck. If you need solutions for moving, storage, or junk removal, locally owned and operated company 2 Men in a Truck has you covered. All of 2 Men in a Truck's movers and haulers are background checked, uniformed, and insured. Visit 2meninatruck.com to get your move started today. Broadway wanted to go to his right. Now he's just running to his right. Flags are down in the direction of holding, and he is tapped down, I guess. Two-handed touched down for a sack on that play. Jackson Poole there, number 4 for Corinth Holders. And again, the Pirates' defensive line has really stepped it up in this half. Let's take a quick look at the Corinth Holders football schedule. The regular season begins on August 22nd. We'll actually do that after we take a quick break here. Southern Durham calling it.
It's your time to move things forward. U.S. Army Reserve.
It's more than a move. It's a new job for her. A new baseball team for him. And for Badger, it's a new yard with more room to roam. It's more than a move, and we're more than a truck.
Alpaca Peruvian Chicken is great at office lunches, team lunches, tailgating, and football games. Place your next catering order at Alpaca so you and your friends can enjoy the best rotisserie chicken in the area. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, home of North Carolina's favorite chicken and a proud supporter of high school OT and football teams across the state.
Welcome back to the High School T Jamboree presented by Alpaca Chicken, 2 Men in a Truck, and the U.S. Army. I am J. Mike Blake, and right now, Southern Durham is coming out of a timeout with a 2nd and long with 13:26 left in the second half. Southern has scored on all 3 of its drives. All those were in the first half. This drive has taken 11 minutes off the clock. And it's still going. Swing pass to the outside. That's Jaden Bowman with it for Southern. And he is trying to fight off tacklers, but eventually brought down. Forward progress gets him about 3 on that. So it'll be 3rd and long. Ball's at the 21-yard line. Again, the 15th annual High School T Jamboree brought to you by another one of our sponsors, the U.S. Army. With more than 20 different career fields to choose from, U.S. Army officers receive financial aid for a debt-free education and one of the largest and most advanced organizations of learning in the world. Be all you can be. Visit GoArmy.com for more information today. Broadway throws. Seemed like a good idea there to get John Dillon in the flat. And luckily for Southern, there was no defender in that area either because it kind of floated on him. So that Corinth Holders defensive line will force its first stop of the game. And this will be a long field goal try coming up for Maximo Darden. So Jamboree rules, there will be no rush on this kick. .27 yard is where the hole will be, so it'll be a 37-yard field goal. We're now under 12 minutes left in our first game of 5 today at the High School T Jamboree. So later this season, we'll have the High School T Game of the Week presented by Alpaca Peruvian Chicken. That is going to be your home for the biggest games of the state every Friday night. We're going to get things going on August 22nd with a Week 1 showdown in the Sandhills between Terry Sanford and the defending 3A state runner-up 71st. Again, that's the High School T Game of the Week presented by Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, streamed live on High School OT. The kick is up. And, oh, it hits the crossbar. So Darden, 34-yard field goal there. 43, excuse me. So Darden, who did have to hit a 32-yard extra point in the first half, almost had the distance on that one. Just needed to be a few inches higher. Under 11 minutes now, Corinth Holders will have the ball for the first time here in the second half. They will take over at their own 20. Four wide and a pistol formation for the Pirates. Scrambling to his right. This is Tanner Day. Excuse me, no, that is David Jarman. They blow that one dead, making contact with the quarterback, immediately stops it. So the pressure that time flushed him to his right. A lot of times in the first half, Jarman had to go to his left to avoid Southern Durham blitzers. Low snap. Jarman picks it up, and they're going to blow it dead. Kai Johnson got one hand on the quarterback, and they'll stop it right there. So this will be 3rd and 20 as the ball gets spotted at the 10. Jarman throwing, got a man open, and he's going to get a first down on 3rd and 20. He finds Blake Beckwith out of the backfield for a nice pickup of 22. Beckwith also had the rushing touchdown for Corinth Holders. They got them on the board just before halftime. The give here is to Jameer Evans. He may have gotten a yard or two. We've said this name a lot on defense. Number 7, Kai Johnson, another tackle on that. Now Corinth Holders, third different ball carrier on the last 3 snaps. This time it's Chauncey Jones. And he loses a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Clock now ticking under 8 minutes left. Our next 2 teams, Harness Central and Terry Sanford, they're standing on the tracks in the shade, if they can help it, even though it is a beautiful evening here. Ready to take the field after this one. Jarman's going deep, got his man, complete. Josiah McGiver hauling it in, and Jarman dropped it in the bucket perfectly. First down for Corinth Holders. The ball's at the 34-yard line. Just under 7.5 minutes left. McGiver coming up time and time again with big catches for Corinth Holders. Play action. Throw is to Carter Lawson, and he's going to get a first down. No huddle here for Corinth Holders. You can tell that they like this no huddle action. It's just been a little hard to do here in a early season scrimmage with so many flags. Handoff going around the side there. That is Chauncey Jones. He gets inside the 10, marked down to the 7. There is a flag, however. Back at the 16-yard line. And all indicators suggest it could be on Corinth Holders, but it's not, is it? The referee is now pointing to Southern Durham. Someone may have been lined up in the neutral zone. So a 1st and 5 for Corinth Holders. 6 minutes exactly left in this one. David Jarman, who threw for more than 2,000 yards last year for the Pirates, has had some nice throws here this evening. And he puts it out there, going for the end zone, into some coverage, and he brings it in. Touchdown, Corinth Holders. Carter Lawson in a crowd. Wow, David Jarman putting it where only his guy could get it. The flag appeared, at least to me, to come with something after the catch was brought in. For now, we'll put those points on the board, and it'll be 20-12 with the extra try coming up. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this one. It's a unsportsmanlike. The ref even given the hand motion of kind of spiking the ball or flinging the ball out there after that touchdown. Hard to not be a little hyped up after you bring in a catch like that and with 3 defenders around you. So Corinth Holders here. Looks like they'll be going for 2. All the way back at the 17-yard line. The way Jarman's been dropping the ball in for his receivers, why not? Jarman's got time, floats another one. This one is tipped away and incomplete. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back right after this.
Are you
Southern Durham.
craving chicken? Download the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app to gain access to exclusive offers and earn rewards by eating the food that you love. New members who sign up will receive a free entree. Again, that's the Alpaca Peruvian Chicken app. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. You can visit them online at alpacachicken.com and catch the Alpaca Chicken Game of the Week each Friday night on highschoolot.com.
It's more than a move. It's a new job for her. A new baseball team for him. And for Badger, it's a new yard with more room to roam. It's more than a move, and we're more than a truck.
I am American soldier.
I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough. Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I am American soldier.
Welcome back to the High School Tea Jamboree presented by Alpaca Chicken, 2 Men in a Truck, and the U.S. Army. Corinth Holders cut the lead to 8 before we went to break. Southern Durham has picked up a 7-yard run here in our first game of 5. I am J. Mike Blake. I'll be with you the rest of the evening here in High School OT. If you're in the area, why not come on out? Beautiful weather. Can't beat this time of year. Great games lined up the rest of the evening. And Southern, which scored on his first 3 drives of this game, got stopped on his last one, and now its lead is down to 8 here with just over 4 minutes left with a running clock. We have a flag on the play. The regular season is still 2 weeks away, so you're going to see some of those procedural penalties here and there. But the good news is you'll also see a good number of starters tonight, as you're not so close to the season that you're worried about an injury. Southern does seem to have most of his second string in there now, however. At quarterback, this is number 10, Christian Aureliano. And we have a delay of game penalty, so that's going to milk even more clock. Ready to take the field at the conclusion of this one is Harnett Central and Terry Sanford. Those teams are literally standing on the track right now. That'll be our 6 o'clock game. Also, Rollsville and Cardinal Gibbons have entered the stadium. They're ready for our 7 o'clock game. This is Broadway. He's back in at quarterback, and he gets sacked. Corinth Holders here. The story of the second half is how much improved their defense has been. Timeout, Corinth Holders there to stop that clock at 3:01 remaining. So thank you for watching tonight, High School Tea Jamboree. Next week, we've got another event, Southeast Raleigh's Bulldog Bash, powered by High School OT. The action next Saturday kicks off at 6 p.m., featuring Knightdale versus Cary, Sanderson versus Wilson Prep, Garner versus Wake Forest, and Jordan versus Southeast Raleigh. For more details on the Bulldog Bash, visit highschoolot.com. The next game tonight in the Jamboree will be Terry Sanford and Harnett Central. Terry Sanford 9-3 a year ago. Harnett Central 8-3. They shared a conference for the last 4 years. Now they've gone their separate ways, but they're both in the same classification. Terry Sanford and Harnett Central both in 6A, and both with hopes to go deep into the playoffs. So stay with us for that one coming up here at the conclusion of this game. 3rd and 12 for Southern. Low snap is handled. This is John Dillon with it. He's going to look long, and he is really got an arm for a wide receiver. Not bad there. No one underneath it as the clock continues to tick, now under 3 minutes. And it'll be 4th down. Well, the down marker just reset, but I believe that was third before the timeout, and this is fourth. And so part of the Jamboree rules is that there will be no rush on this punt and no return on this punt. But a good time to make sure everything, the snap and the kick and all of that is good. And John Dillon is the punter. So last year when we did a game of the week here, John Dillon caught a touchdown pass, intercepted a pass, had a good punt like this one, and he also blocked what would have been the game-winning field goal. So John Dillon, and we showed his arm earlier, so bet he was really good at the punt, pass, and kick competitions. He's little. Corinth Holders taking over at the 21. He can run the 40, he can do it all. And we will not have an overtime or anything like that. But Corinth Holders has a chance to score one more time before we're done with this game and perhaps force a tie. It was 19 to nothing. It's 20 to nothing at halftime, 20 to nothing at halftime. 26, I'll get it right eventually. Corinth Holders throw there is complete to Carson Freeman.
Number 14, Carson Freeman on the carry.
As the clock continues to tick.
Ball spotted at the 15-yard line, second down.
The Pirates, when they begin their season in a few weeks, they will do so down by the coast at North Brunswick. They're starting off their season there before playing county rival Cleveland. They also have South Garner in the non-conference portion of the year. Southern Durham, when they kick off their season on August 22nd, they'll play Wake Forest. And then crosstown foe Jordan. Then they are at Cardinal Gibbons and at Northeast Guilford. Pressure coming from outside, but delivered, and a huge hit. Andre Medlin Sanders delivering the boom. He's going to get a flag for celebrating afterwards. So the pressure came from Kai Johnson, which made the pass have to come out of his hands a little bit earlier. And just a dump off to the running back, and he got walloped. However, the unsportsmanlike will move 15 yards up. First down, Corinth Holders. 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining. And the Pirates, they've had some success in no huddle, and now they have no choice but to go no huddle. Only thing going to stop that here is a flag. And the clock briefly stops at 1:02. Someone for Southern was lined up past the line of scrimmage, so make it 1st and 5, put the ball at the 45-yard line. David Jarman looking long. One-on-one coverage on the outside. Two receivers tangled up there, and the flags do come in. Now, there was a same kind of situation happened in the first half. I thought it would be on the defense. It wound up being on the offense. We'll see what it is here. But David Jarman really come alive here. He led a scoring drive right before halftime. He had two great throws on the last one to make this score 20-12. And it is on the offense, so just like the one in the first half. You saw the Southern coaches up in arms, but turns out the flag was not on them. 49.3 seconds, and the clock will run as soon as this ball is snapped. Stay with us throughout the night. We've got 4 more games at the conclusion of this one. Jarman escaping the pocket. He's going to run it himself. But nope, someone touched him in the backfield, and that's part of the Jamboree rules. In order to protect the quarterback, no hard hits on the quarterback, so a one-hand touch is fine. 30 seconds left. These two teams, playoff programs from a year ago, going into different classifications, hoping to take some positive momentum of what they've done here today. Jarman to his right, throwing across his body into coverage, incomplete. Would have been a tremendous catch had Jackson Poole held on to that. The clock is stopped with 9.9 seconds remaining. It is 3rd and Nightdale out there. Not that that really matters at this point with less than 10 seconds. Southern only rushing 4, everyone back. The throw is to no one in particular. A little miscommunication there. Clock stops with 7.4. It'll be 4th down coming up. So this will be the last play of our first game. Terry Sanford Harness Central coming up next at 6 o'clock. Cardinal Gibbons, actually it's past 6 o'clock, but coming up next will be Terry Sanford and Harness Central. And then 3 more right after that, including some of the top 10 teams in the state. An exciting day of football here at Wake Forest High School. Jarman trying to throw deep and incomplete. And that will be it as the clock runs out. So Southern Durham picking up a win here at the High School T Jamboree presented by Alpaca Chicken, 2 men in a truck, and the U.S. Army. I am J. Mike Blake. Don't go anywhere. We've got 4 more of these throughout the evening. Up next, Harness Central and Terry Sanford, who've been patiently waiting on the sideline. We'll take a quick break. Be back after this.
It's your time to move things forward. U.S. Army Reserve.
It's more than a move. It's a new job for her. A new baseball team for him. And for Badger, it's a new yard with more room to roam. It's more than a move, and we're more than a truck.
Alpaca Peruvian Chicken is great at office lunches, team lunches, tailgating, and football games. Place your next catering order at Alpaca so you and your friends can enjoy the best rotisserie chicken in the area. Taste their legendary flavor and homemade pride at 18 locations across the Triangle, Fayetteville, Mebane, Wilmington, Sanford, and now Wilson. Alpaca Peruvian Chicken, home of North Carolina's favorite chicken and a proud supporter of high school OT and football teams across the state.